Hello everyone, my name is Damjan Bećirović and I am software architect at Semaphore. The topic of my talk today is switching to the on-premise, the when and the why. When setting up your CI and CD solution, one of the major decisions is choosing the right hosting option for your use case. You can choose between SaaS, hybrid mode, and on-premise. To help you make this decision, we will take a closer look at each of these options and their pros and cons. We will start with SaaS. When you think of CI and CD solution, SaaS is what typically comes to mind. In this case, everything is hosted by your CI and CD provider, and the CI and CD is provided to you as a service. This diagram illustrates this use case, and in it, the CI and CD service is divided into logical parts. We have the control plane, which consists of databases and servers that are running UI and API, and logic to start and stop your workflows and jobs. The second part of the system are build machines, which are actually executing your CI or CD jobs. As we can see, both of them are managed by your CI and CD provider. Now we will talk of pros and cons of this approach. The main pro is set it and forget it approach. This means that once you set up your project, your CI and CD provider will take care of the rest, and there is almost nothing that you need to do to keep your workflows running. The second pro is being first to get the new features. The SaaS is the place where new features land first, either through beta phase or early access, and you can try them early and maybe even impact the final form of the feature through customer feedback. The last pro here is the cost optimization. Due to the economy of the scale, SaaS is typically the cheapest option. Additionally, there is no need for active maintenance, which also reduces overall cost. Now on the cons side, the first one is limited options in the build machine, OS versions, and hardware configuration. If you have specific needs here, you will probably have to use a different hosting option. The last one is security and regulatory compliance. If due to either one of those, your data cannot go out of your company firewall, then SaaS is probably not the option for you. Now the second hosting option, the hybrid mode. As you can see in the diagram, in this case the control plane remains with CI and CD provider, but the build machines are hosted by your organization. The main pro of this approach is that you can use whatever hardware and OS configuration you want for your build machines. This is mainly useful when you need, for example, machines with GPUs, or your software needs to be tested for older versions of OS for compatibility reasons. The second pro is a custom network topology, meaning that you can put your build machines in whatever region and availability zone that suits you the best. This can help optimize the performance and in network. Lastly, this approach comes with increased security because you can make sensitive data to only be available inside your build machines and not within your CI and CD project. On the cons side, we have increased maintenance overhead, since your organization is now responsible for maintaining build machines and doing the software and OS updates. The second con is in the area of cost versus availability optimization. It can be really hard to hit the sweet spot between having enough machines so your jobs can start straight away and don't have to wait for available machine on one side, and on the other side, having too much machines and paying extra for that. Lastly, we come to on-premise hosting option. As you can see in this diagram, in this case, both control plane and build machines are hosted by your organization, and your CI and CD provider is only providing software updates and support. Main pro in this case is that it is 100% regulatory compliant and nothing is going outside of your company firewall. Additionally, in this case, this is the case of single tenant, so there is zero chance that your CI and CD workflow will be impacted by patterns of use from other customers. Lastly, release cycle is slower, but you get fully developed and tested features, and there is no disruptions due to issues with beta features. On the con side, there is a significant maintenance overhead, since your organization is now responsible for maintaining both control plane and build machines. Also, the support process is more complex since your CI/CD provider does not have access to your instance. This means that you need to be the one to collect and provide all debug data like logs and metrics. And finally, costs are significantly higher due to increased maintenance needs and also hosting the control plane of your CI/CD solution. Okay, now for conclusion, when choosing the hosting option, you should consider the following. If you can, you should choose SaaS. You should choose hybrid mode when you have one of these specific build machine requirements or data that cannot leave your network. Finally, you should choose on-premise mode when you either have regulatory compliance requirements or critical data security requirements. I hope this was helpful to you, and thank you for your attention.